Hello guys, it's Brandy Wortham here. How are you? I've had some people ask me, somebody had messaged me, some people asked me to do a case on Summer Wells or a reading. I have not done a reading yet. I wanted to just meditate and focus on what I could see in the home and things like that. What would come to me as far as everything, you know, goes in that way. I could see Summer a lot, which I'm good with children. Children have a very big connection to the spirit world, and it's easier to see children. So that was the first thing that came up. Summer was a very loving child. She believed in God. She prayed. She was not happy in her home life. Her brothers picked and teased on her, hit her. Her parents weren't nice to her. She felt that she wasn't loved. Now, she never told other people about anything like about this. But she was loving. She would go up and give people a hug. She was very loving to people. She would give people gifts, some things that she had she would give. She was just very vibrant and full of life and just very happy, very a happy girl. Even though underneath the happiness she was very sad. She prayed for a new family or for someone that loved her, for a family to change or just to get out of the situation. I don't feel that, I don't know, and I haven't done a reading. I haven't dug too deep into it. I really have to wait. Tonight would be a good time for me. I don't think she's living, but I can't say one way or another. If I know for a fact, if I can say for a fact she's not alive, if that comes to me something very strongly and deeply, I can say that. But I'm not going to say that not knowing and that not coming to me in like a really big vision, which I have not worked on this case at all. I just did a quick overview, a quick meditation. And the first thing that came up, not even much of her family, but more on Summer. She was very, very connected to the spirit because, you know, kids are innocent. So you can often feel a connection to them and sense their personality and things like that. She was one of the most bubbliest little girls, truly. But she often was not happy. She didn't get much attention, and it's very, very sad. You know, she's kind of like wanted to be one of the boys and wanted to be accepted, but they were mean. They would hit her and pick on her, and they were not nice to her at all, most of the time. Her parents were not nice to her most of the time, but they weren't nice to the other kids either, but especially Summer. And there was another boy that a younger boy that almost got it as worse as Summer, but not quite. She often felt picked on, like she didn't belong. And it's very sad. She just wanted attention, wanted love, wanted somebody to play with her, or, you know, play with her, love her, do things with her, and things like that. She was often in her room alone. She would try to play with her brothers who would push her away. So that goes into some of Summer's personality. As far as what happened to her, I haven't read into it. I haven't done a reading. My first thought, and I watched a video. I haven't read too much into it. I've only watched one video. I don't know anything really about the case at all, besides the one video I watched and one article I read. So one video, one article. And when I was watching the video of the father speak on camera, there was a boy beside of him, and he had his head down, and the father was kind of rubbing him on the shoulder. And I don't know why, I got this really big impression that the boy that was in the video had, and it might not have been him, it might have been another boy, but I just kind of suspect it was him, that shoved this girl and she hit her head. and they had to cover it up. Not saying the dad covered it up, but someone covered it up. I would guess 2 people covered it up. Now, I really don't know. I don't feel that the dad injured her. I don't really feel the mom injured her. I feel that one of the kids is quite narcissistic, and besides that, I feel like the parents have some narcissistic issues too, but one of the kids has some really sociopathic tendencies. Now, I can't say for certain that he shoved her and that's what happened to her. That was just the very first impression I got. Goosebumps down my arms. First impression I got. But it could have been something else. So I have to read more. I want to know conclusively what is going on. I do have reading cards. I also have my pendulum. I have not done anything with this case besides a very quick meditation, and I really need to work on this tonight, so that's what I'll do, because right now I haven't done anything much with this case, or I haven't worked on cases in a while anyway. So if you follow me on Mystic Moonchild Co., you will see the readings I've done for others and other work I've done, all 5-star reviews. So I don't want to give things out and guess things unless I know for certain. I can tell you for certain on Summer's personality. I can tell you I've got a bad feeling about the kids. Okay, the kids, especially one, they were, it's not necessarily their fault that their parents that raised them badly, but I could see that they have some serious issues already. The boy, Summer was the most loving out of all of, she was different, you know, than the boys. The boys, you know, they would pick on her. Of course, boys pick on their sisters, but it went above that. You know, they were mean to her. They were, I could see them being just mean to, just mean. Brats, but just, it went beyond that. These kids were, some of them weren't as bad, but I could see one of them was very, very, self-centered, very narcissistic, very cunning, very manipulative, and very charming, and can convince people of anything. It's kind of just, ooh, it just gives you goosebumps. So I can see that. Now, you know, so my first thought was a boy had hit her and she fell down. Now, I can't say that for certain, 100% certain, but what I can say for certain is some of those boys had issues, bad issues. The parents also had some issues. Both the mom and dad had some issues. Out of all the entire family, Summer was the most innocent one. You know, she felt different. You know, even at a young age, she's young, she can't feel, you know a whole lot, but kids know more than you expect. And she wanted help, but she never told anyone she needed help. And she was around other people, but she never told anyone. She was probably scared. If she's no longer living, which is likely, she is in a better place, what she asked and prayed for. She might not have had a better family, which is what she originally wanted. Her family to change, and then her family to love her, and then a better family, and then just to be out of the situation. So you kind of bargain in your prayers. And that's how unhappy she was. And she was, just because she was young, she prayed, and she was not, she was a pretty bright kid. I could see that, you know. She was pretty bright. She was definitely different than her parents, her brothers. Very loving, and didn't understand a lot of what was happening and why she felt left out. You know, she wasn't a boy either. I mean, she just wanted her brothers to play with her and like her, and they wouldn't have really much to do with her. She tried to do the same things they would do, you know, to fit in into that. But I see a lot with her personality, more than I see with anything, and clearly and vividly. And she was just a sweet, sweet girl, just very sweet. And it breaks my heart, you know, because, you know, when you could see into their personality, you could see them. It's like you know them almost. It makes you really sad. Especially when you're really empathetic. It makes you really sad. It makes you so angry. It makes you so sad. So I see into her personality. I will have to, and it's made me want to read more into it. So because of that, I will be reading into it and then following up with some different decks and some pendulum and some more meditations to get a more thorough reading. But this is all I have right now, and I've been on here for almost 12 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go. But I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little bit, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.